Hello again. Today we are still in Berlin. We will be visiting a few museums. We don't go in, but we will be visiting the outside of a few museums. This is the State Library of Prussia, which is the old German name for Germany. Used to be called Prussia. This is their state library. It houses a lot of historic books and documents. This building on this side is the Academy of Knowledge, Akademie der Wissenschaften, or Academy of Sciences. And who else other than Albert Einstein was a member of this academy? This road here is called Unter den Linden. And I'm not sure if it's visible with this video because I can't zoom with a GoPro. It ends at the Brandenburg Gate. This is the very central part of Berlin that has a lot of history, and over here there's a little island. The river Spree goes around it, and the island houses 5 main museums in Germany. We're going to go around these places and show you some of them. This is one of the buildings of Humboldt-University, and this one here is another. This is a very famous university with a lot of famous people who worked, studied, and taught here. And it has a few Nobel Prize winners like Karl Marx and Engels and Robert Koch and a few others. Again, there is bits and pieces of Berlin history. 1945, end of the war, the Berlin airlift. 72, I don't know what happened in 72 exactly. Let's see. Willy Brandt. So this is a famous picture where he knelt basically to commemorate the victims of Warsaw, I think. And then 1989, when the wall fell. This building is so grand and beautiful. To film it, I have to cross the street. This is the Berliner Dome, which is the Berlin Cathedral. It It's a magnificent building. Beautiful, really. This building here is called the Old Museum, and right behind it there's another one called the New Museum. I haven't been inside any of them, so I can't tell you what's in them. We are inside the Berlin Dome, and we're gonna go inside. We have to be quiet though. So we are inside here. We're going to go up to that balcony around the dome. So be with us. We're still going up. There's 267 steps to reach the balcony of the dome. The last few steps are obviously tighter. Wow.
이런 말 해봤자 소용이 없다는 거 아시겠어요? 야 이거 전선이 구리새로
dome is the German parliament, the Bundestag, which we filmed earlier. That hill in the background is Grunewald and Teufelsberg, and that umbrella type of building is Potsdamer Platz and Sony Center. Let's see what else we can see from here. This clock has 24 time zones, and it shows what time it is everywhere in the world. You just need to go around it to find the time zone you're looking for. So right now in Halifax it's about 7 o'clock. In Montreal it's 6 o'clock, and so on and so forth. In Edmonton it's 4 in the morning. LA 3 or 2:30. Vancouver also 2:30, and so on. It's nice. We are now at the Berlin Wall Memorial at Bernauer Straße. These bricks are where the wall used to be. And you can see this metal plaque here. That side was East Berlin. And this was West Berlin in West Germany. So please be with us. Thank you for following us. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. We will explore the wall and its history. If you're interested, please follow through. That's a famous picture where one of the soldiers, the guards of the wall, ran away from the east and came to the west. From 1961, how the wall was being built, and it divided people in the same city. People sometimes from the same families were divided. 1963, there was a full wall there. 64, barbed wire. 66, a multi-layer wall. And then 86, the wall as we know it, with multiple layers and watchtowers and everything. And then 1990 or the end of 89, where the wall came down. Where these metal poles are, there was once the infamous Berlin Wall. Now I'm going to cross from the east to the west, very simply, but for a number of years, 25 or so years, people lost their lives doing this, just this, crossing from this side to this side. People were shot, people lost their lives. And And for many, many years, people who lived here had a totally different life than the people who lived here, even though they're on two sides of one street. That picture shows the same street here, Bernauer Straße, in 1961, where people were fleeing as the wall was being built. A lot of people ran away through the buildings because some buildings were facing this side and it wasn't fully built yet. They would stop you from coming to this side, and people just used their apartments and their neighbors' apartments and windows to run away. Some people, like the ones you will see here in these pictures, dug tunnels to go through from underground. So these people were in the east. They dug a tunnel and they crossed under here and they came here to the west to this apartment in 1964. And these pictures document what they did. And this is when they are being pulled up by whoever, their neighbors or friends and family. The tunnel ran under here from one of these buildings to one of those buildings. This tunnel was dug in 1964. Flucht tunnel, which is basically a flight tunnel or runaway tunnel. I don't know what 57 stands for. There might be 57 tunnels or so. And this is exactly how it looked back in the day. From the west, you'd be living on this side and you would see this, and people in the east were behind this wall. Of course, this is what you see from the west, but that's not the only wall. There's a few layers in the back. And we're gonna go to the back and show you those few layers. So the wall was basically a multi-layer wall, one on this side and then in the middle, and then we had watchtowers up there, and then the big famous wall on the east side, on the west side.
Criminality, road traffic accidents, probably enough what they do. They smoke weed, they take you for food, they didn't throw guns, they didn't shoot, they didn't stab them, and that's why.
So the Berlin Wall had a number of layers that looked like this. From the west side, this is what you would see. But then there was another layer of wall, and between the two there was all kind of stuff that was in place to prevent people, including watchtowers with people that would shoot. And they did shoot a lot of people trying to escape. We are now in front of KaDeWe, or Kaufhaus des Westens, which means the shopping center of the West, or Mall of the West. This was built in the Cold War era to showcase what the West can offer, and the commodities and everything else. And there was light shows in this area at around Christmas time and other festivities, so that people in the East could see it and see how great it is. And down there, there's a church. I'll write its name down. I can't remember the name. That was never rebuilt. The tower of the church was destroyed in the war, and they just left it like that. And we're gonna walk that way and film from closer. So please be with us. This road is one of the major roads in Berlin. It leads into a famous street which houses a lot of expensive brands called Kudamm, or Kurfürstendamm. This is Kaiser Wilhelm Church. It was destroyed in World War II and it was never rebuilt. They left it as is on purpose, I guess to just to remember those periods. We are now in a neighborhood of Berlin called Wilmersdorf. This place has a little center. It's busy with shops and eateries and a lot of activity. And on this side there's no traffic, it's only walking streets. It's a busy area. If you visit, probably this is one of the places you want to see, especially if you want to do some shopping. In the middle of this city, Berlin, there's a big park called Tiergarten, which means the garden of animals. And it used to be a place where the kings and dignitaries went hunting. In the middle of this place, a few streets run through this park, and also there's this big monument called Siegersäule, and you could go up it. There's lots of steps. If you are interested, you can go up, take the stairs and go up. There's a balcony which we're going to go up to, and from there you can have a very good view of the city of Berlin.
Тільки тут стригнеш, там.
This is from the lower balcony. So we're going into the stairway. To go up to the top, it's a lot of stairs. And this is the view that you get from here. Both sides, right and left, are Tiergarten. And straight down this road is the Brandenburg Gate and the TV tower in the background, and basically East Berlin. And down here this side is the Bundestag, or the Parliament, and the main train station, and the rest of Berlin.
Tutaj, a w drugim ręku
Thank you for watching our video from Berlin. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.